Kai Cenat hit 1 million subscribers in September. He disappeared for 3 months, then came back on his birthday to say he's been struggling.
Hello everybody, I'm currently on my laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes, as today is my birthday. So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys.
And the internet did something that it doesn't do to anyone else. They questioned whether he's allowed to struggle at all. This is a breakdown of why the biggest streamer on the planet triggers psychological response that nobody else does. Let's talk about it. September 30th, 2025, Mafia Thon 3 ends. Kai Cenat hit 1 million subscribers. LeBron James cuts his hair on stream.
Hey, wait,
yeah, nigga.
that's the last? Wait.
Wait, what's the last one?
The last one. Hold on.
Last one.
Last one.
All right, go.
Last one.
Last one, guys. Last one.
And then we get silence. No streams, no uploads, just these occasional appearances in his girlfriend's travel vlog. For context, after Mafia Thon 2, Kai only took 2 weeks off. And after Mafia Thon 1, he barely even took a week off. But this time, 3 full months. And here's where the pattern starts. His absence created a vacuum. And when you're the biggest like Kai Cenat, that vacuum gets filled with speculation. Oh, is he done streaming? Did something happen? Is this a mental breakdown? But then December 6th happens, the Streamer Awards.
Streaming University is the reason why I'm even at this event right now. This was one of the most life-changing moments that I've ever experienced, and out of everything I've ever done, I'm so proud of this right here. And at first, when I introduced the idea of Streaming University, a lot of people didn't understand it at first. A lot of people didn't get the vision. And I believe that the reason why it really worked was because I believed in it before anybody else did.
And everyone noticed the same thing. This is not the same Kai Cenat. Let me show you what exactly changed. Old Kai Cenat, high-pitched energy, bouncing everywhere, loud, constant chaos. New Kai Cenat, calm, fresh, cool demeanor, more articulate, more measured.
It's real. Without God, there is no us. I'm telling you, He has done things in amazing ways, man. I'm telling you, and I'm just blessed. So that being said, you know who did? God did. I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I just been going through things in my head, and I was able to, turn to like anime, Death Note, Naruto, recently since I've been gone, and I just been able to, find happiness within that. But yeah, as for the word of collab, I want to preach to everybody, like, within our community, us collabing is everything. You feel what I'm saying? So collaboration is everything, and I know this year has been very difficult on the fan bases, the communities, and of streaming in general. And as long as we don't tear each other apart and let that get in between us, we're gonna be just fine. So I appreciate y'all.
At the awards, he wins 4 categories. And in every speech, he's different. He talks about mental health. He talks about turning to anime during his break. He mentions his dreams beyond streaming, and his friends are noticing as well. Agents said that Kai Cenat had that tunnel vision and was more focused than ever, but focused on something much bigger. But then December 16th, his birthday, he posts a video from his laptop.
Hello everybody, I'm currently on my laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes, as today is my birthday. So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator, and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of. And I would love to show you guys what I've been working on for the past few months through my more personal page, which is KC3 Hidden. I am gonna go private soon on that page, so whoever gets in, but I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health, and honestly, it's been getting better. It has, but out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before, but I want it to be known that I truly want to create. And I don't know if I'm getting mature or I'm just looking things at a broad point of view, but I am so passionate about creating in general, and I'm excited to show you guys what's going on. Thank you.
Calm voice, no hype, no performance, just honesty. And that's when the backlash hit. Not because of what he said, but because of who said it. But here's what nobody's breaking down correctly. There are 3 psychological forces at play that make Kai Cenat's situation so unique. And they all stem from one thing. He broke that parasocial contract. Force 1, the 24/7 performer paradox. Kai Cenat built his empire on accessibility. Mafiathon means streaming for 24/7, 30 days straight. You're watching him eat, sleep, shower, argue, laugh, cry. That level of access creates a psychological contract with the audience. Really in the audience's mind. They think because I've seen every part of your life, so I know you. But here's the problem. They don't know him. You know the performance. When Kai Cenat disappears for 3 months and come back saying that I needed to work on myself, it breaks the illusion. Because if you really knew him, you would have seen the struggle that he's going through in real time while he's live on stream. Some would think, right? But the fact that he hit it just means and proves that there's a version of Kai Cenat that nobody has access to, or the audience never had access to. So the audience feels like it's betrayal. Other creators can take breaks and it's fine, but Kai Cenat, he specifically sold complete access. So when he takes it back just for 3 months, let's say, the audience, the people, the community, they feel robbed. Force 2, the success credibility trap. Here's the second force. Every mental health conversation in the creator space follows a pattern. The smaller creator speaks about burnout, they're brave. They encourage them to stay strong. A mid-level tier creator speaks about burnout, it's understandable. We know the grind is real. But when a top tier creator speaks about burnout, it's what do you have to complain about? As if they're not putting in work as well. It's sad to say, but the more successful you are, the less credible your struggles become to the public eye. Academics laid this out perfectly.
Shout out to Kai Cenat, man. He's been open recently about his mental health issues. And, you know, I've told you guys, like, again, I don't think streaming is a hard job, but when you have to be on talking to the screen, and I get it, like, you talk to the chat and, like, you know, I can see the chat there. But when you're kind of like just, you know, eventually, if you do it too much, that's why, like, I think these marathon streaming things, they're unhealthy. And Kai Cenat does it a lot. Like, he'll do 24 hours stream, I'm doing a 7-day stream, a 48-hour stream, sleepover stream. I think that's completely unhealthy for any creator. While it might promote growth because fans, like, they kind of watch their streamers or favorite streamer like a TV show, so they don't want their favorite streamer to get off. Mentally, after a while, and I said this before, like, we could go look at every creator chat, every creator that was on some insane grind, and Kai is one of those. And, you know, I wasn't wishing bad on him, but I was like, yeah, I hope, I know that he's gonna hit a wall at a point, and I hope that doesn't result in him crashing out or him just going off the deep end. I think Fuzi did that. You know, Fuzi, he was a grinder, pause. Like, he was one of those guys who really put in a lot of work. He was doing daily vlogs. I could bring up a bunch of creators, and I just want to, you know, obviously I'm not hating, I'm just trying to show you that I've seen this over and over again.
Marathon streaming is objectively unhealthy. Every day you have creators pivoting away from daily uploads just because they don't feel like it's sustainable. It can definitely be mentally draining. All creators go through burnout and they all discussed it. But when Kai Cenat says it, the response is different.
Maybe I'm not rich enough to understand why Kai Cenat is struggling with his mental health. Maybe I'm just not in the same echelon as him, and I don't get how a multi-millionaire who gets money from his fans off of subscribers, who just made $5 million off of Mafiathon 3, is struggling with mental health. Maybe I just don't understand what the fuck is going on. Maybe I'm stupid.
You've made $5 million from Mafiathon 3. You're a millionaire. What's there to stress about? There are people who are donating to you who have real problems. But here's the reality that those comments reveal. Unfortunately, people don't actually believe that mental health matters. They believe it only matters when you're broke. Once you're successful, they believe that money's supposed to solve it all. And when it doesn't, they assume you're lying. Force 3, the growth rejection pattern. Third force, this is the most important one. Your rage says something on stream that exposes the real issue.
Yo, what is this on the internet? I can glaze any of the homies. But for some reason, when I glaze Kai, niggas get on my dick about it. Niggas is in other communities. Something about Kai triggers people, and I don't know what it is. Yo, like the chat troll me if I glaze it, they'll just say D1. But there'll be think pieces about me and Kai if I glaze this nigga Kai. Why? Why is it Kai though? Like I can see the difference when I glaze Kai and if I glaze another one of the homies. For some reason when I talk good about Kai, something behind it, gang. Why? I don't fucking get it. You know what's crazy? I actually do. And I know exactly when it started, but I'm not gonna talk about it because, you feel me? I ain't trying to deal with a cesspool of shit.
He said he can praise anybody, but when he praises Kai Cenat, people start to write think pieces in his comments. Something about Kai Cenat triggers people. Why? Because Kai Cenat's growth threatens the ecosystem. Think about it for a minute. Chaotic Kai Cenat generated clips. The clips generated the drama channels. The drama channels is generating the commentary. Commentaries generating engagement. And engagement generates money for thousands of creators. When Kai Cenat said, I want to read book, watch anime, pursue fashion and film, that's not just personal growth. That's an economical threat to everyone who's built their channel, clipping all of his chaos. They don't believe that the mature Kai is going to give them the content that's going to pay their bills. Calm Kai Cenat's not going to feed the algorithm. The vulnerable Kai Cenat can be turned into a 10-minute drama video. So the ecosystem is giving him that pushback. And for the most part, it's not even consciously. So why did this specific moment trigger backlash? Because Kai Cenat made 3 mistakes at once. Mistake 1, he disappeared on his peak. 1 million subscribers, 4 awards at the Streamer Awards might be the highest point of his career. And he left. Poof. We all know in the creator economy, you gotta capitalize off momentum. Gotta do a victory lap. Milk that success. But Kai Cenat did the opposite. He vanished. Mistake number 2, he came back completely different. Not just physically different, but psychologically different. The energy that made him the biggest streamer, it was gone. Replaced was something much calmer, more introspective. But the audience don't like when their favorite streamer fundamentally changes. They want evolution, and Kai Cenat gave them a transformation. Mistake number 3, he was vulnerable about the cost. When you're at the top, you're supposed to make it look easy. And Kai Cenat broke that rule. He said, I've been struggling. I'm scared in my head. And that's not supposed to happen at his level. You're supposed to be invincible. And when you reveal you're not, the people feel like they've been lied to because they use your invincibility as proof that success fixes everything. So here's the real answer on why everyone's trying to tear down Kai Cenat. It's not about him, it's about what he represents. Kai Cenat's struggles forces everyone to confront an uncomfortable truth. If the biggest streamer on the planet, someone with 1 million subscribers, celebrity access, generational wealth, can feel lost and scared, then success doesn't fix the emptiness. And that terrifies people because you have millions of creators grinding, putting in the work right now under the belief that once they make it, everything will be okay. And Kai Cenat just told them it won't be. So they reject the message, not because it's false, but because they need it to be false. They want it to be false. They need to believe that their struggle has a finish line. And Kai Cenat just moved that finish line. But here's what this teaches us about the creator economy. The hate that Kai Cenat received, it isn't personal. Well, maybe some of it is, but most of it is structural. It all ties to the 3 forces. 1, he built his brand on total access. So any withholding feels like betrayal to the audience. 2, his success level erases any sympathy, making it seem like vulnerability could be used as manipulation. And 3, his growth threatens the ecosystem that makes money from all of his chaos. And these forces don't apply to anyone else but Kai Cenat. Mr. Beast, he can take a break. Speed, he can be vulnerable. Ludwig, he can evolve. But Kai Cenat specifically creates a response, or more like triggers a response, that just goes beyond normal creator criticism. Because he's not just the biggest streamer. He's the proof of the concept for a model that everyone is following right now. And when that proof of the concept starts to show cracks, everyone who's building off that model starts to freak out. The real story isn't Kai Cenat mentally struggling. It's that his struggle reveals how broken the creator economy actually is. You can hit every milestone, break every record, make generational wealth, and still feel empty. And that's the truth that nobody wants to accept. But that's why they're trying to tear him down. If you want more breakdowns like this that actually explains why everything is happening, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the official society. Hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my drops. I'm Gabe Official. This is the Official Society, and until next time, holla at your boy.
Official